Are you getting this light in your Focus ST, Focus RS, or Fiesta ST? Well, it's probably time to change your oil, and that's what we're going to do today. Welcome back to Jacob and Motorsports. Today, as you see by the intro, we are going to do an oil change on the Focus ST right there. And today we're going to be using some top-notch premium quality stuff, and we'll go ahead and show you that right now. Today we're going to be using Valvoline Full Synthetic Advanced. Now this is going to give you 40% more wear protection, and the guarantee it's 40% better than industry standards. Now this also gives you 25% better deposit protection, so carbon buildup and all that stuff, and this is why I run Valvoline in it. I haven't experienced any other oil company like with this top notch of quality, and you can tell just from other YouTubers how good it is, and that's why I've been running it in my Focus ST. So I just went to my local AutoZone, got a gallon, and then you're going to need an extra quart to top off. We're also going to be running the factory Motorcraft oil filter, because you know Motorcraft's the best for that stuff. Always try to get OEM, but oil is going to be another premium option. I wouldn't go with the factory oil. Alright, so some quick tools. You're going to need just a big wrench to get the oil filter off if it's stuck on there, and a 15 mil socket. Now I'm using a Stanley like a 3-way adjustable wrench, so it'll be able to get into tight places if you're doing it on the ground like me. So it's going to be a lot easier with this, but it's not necessary. You could do this with any wrench and you should be fine. Alright, just finished jacking up the car, got my creeper, and I'm going to grab my tools, and we're going to be good. I totally forgot, like, since I'm on lowering springs and I have my front splitter, I couldn't even put ramps on, so I'm stuck to jacking it up on both sides, or one of the sides at least. So, yeah, it's kind of difficult. First step, you're going to want to pop your cap up here so it breathes down there. Now another thing to take note of is drive your car around to get it up to operating temperature, because you want that oil to come out a lot easier than it would when it's cold. And on a second note, I'm gonna make a video about this. I don't know about you ST guys, but I am having VVT leaks on these gaskets, and it's just spewing out oil, and it's going on the valve cover. So I haven't been able to find any videos on this, so I'm gonna make one soon. Also cleaning the valves pretty soon. But yeah, this is super weird. I've asked a bunch of people and they said they haven't had any problems with this. You can see the nut back there is caked on with some stuff, but we're gonna get that taken care of and all right. Back to the oil change. So looking under the car, super accessible. Your 15 mils right there, and oil filters right here. So we're gonna get the drain plug off first, and we're going to be golden. And you don't want the car too hot, because this drain plug is hella hot. Ooh, damn it. Yeah. She's a little toasty. A little toasty, my guy. Yeah, just a little bit black. This is about 35, 4,000 miles. So definitely the Ford recommends about 3,000 to 4,000 miles. So I was about on time. Maybe I should have done it a little earlier, just because it's a turbo car. You want to take care of that turbo and make sure it's always operating in good condition, and especially the piston rings and all that stuff need to be freshly lubed up. And we're going to be doing a video on the transmission flush soon, but I just want to show you guys how to do this. And then once we're done with this, I'm going to show you how to get rid of the light on your dash. It's pretty easy if you have a Cobb access port, or if you just want to learn how to do it through the user settings in the car. Another thing to keep in mind is always to look at your drain bolt. Sometimes this gasket may need to be replaced, and also look for shards of metal on your your drain bolt, that is a sign of indication that there may be something wrong in the motor. It's just common sense, but these are magnetic drain things, and as you can see, I haven't even cleaned it. There's nothing on this, so this car has a good life. Now, go ahead and get this filter off. I'm going to try to do it by hand, and if I can't, then I'm going to use that wrench. Clean the oil pan off, just so you can make sure if you have a leak, it'll drip. And most STs, there's an underpan on here. There's just a couple screws, one right here, one down there, and then one right here. My underpan flew off on the freeway, so yeah. That's not good, but it's all right. Just makes it a lot easier to work on the car. Oh God. What is it? I'll get the oil pan into position, and it should start leaking a little bit, just like that. Alright, so looking at the new filter, something I like to do, and it's probably a good practice, especially if you just rebuilt a motor, is filling up your oil filter. I know it's probably not necessary because the motor already has oil in it, but what I'm going to do is just tap into one of these quarts, or just the quart, and I'm going to fill about this much in it, and then just lube up the O-ring. Always remember to lube up the O-ring. That's how you'll be able to get it off next time. But yeah, we're just gonna fill this up halfway. Gucci Mane, already got some right here. Lube all that up, and we're good to go. Excess oil off. Make sure the mating surface of the filter is clean. Make sure everything else in there is clean. Definitely don't want dust or debris or dirt on this mostly. So now I'm gonna put the new filter on. Make sure not to cross thread. Oh my God, that's my worst fear. Cross threading your oil filter on there. It probably wouldn't do a lot of damage since the oil filter is only aluminum, but still, that just makes me cringe inside. Just do about a quarter, half a turn with the rag, so you know when you've gone further it'll start to slip. So yeah, all good to go. All right, the Focus ST takes 5.7 quarts. So in this there are actually, how many quarts? It says on here, right there. So 5 quarts in this, and then you're gonna need a little one right there. So you're gonna want to do a little above half, about right between the 600 and 700 mark. Should be good, and then we'll double check it with the dipstick. Make sure your oil, what's it called? Your funnel's clean. Bro, if this was honey, I'd so eat it. It actually looks hella good, but it's oil, so don't eat it. Definitely don't eat it. Alright, I went ahead and moved out of my driveway because I was not getting good readings. So just pull your car down after you fill it up a little bit, and you should be good. Alright, so I'm about right here. So it's almost another full quart. So you're gonna need a little more than half on it with your oil. The rest of it right here. See, I could do it with this little one, but not the big one. Or a little above this line, but it's in between these two dots. You should be fine. This is like full mark, but you can be anywhere right here, but you ideally want to be right here. All right, so now that we checked it, make sure that you put your cap back on and it locks down. Make sure your dipstick is good, locked down, and then just go through the car, make sure everything looks good. Like I said, I have an oil leak right here, and go ahead and clean up all the excess oil you may have spilled or dripped. I'm using just Purple Power in this Griots bottle. It works good. It's just a degreaser, because your car will smoke if there's oil in a hot place, and it may freak you out. So just remember to clean that. And if you have a catch can too, recommend draining that too while you do your oil change. All right, so now after we've done the oil change, we've made sure everything's tightened and everything like that, there's no leaks. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that code that says oil change required. So all you're going to do is go into accessory mode, and then what you're going to do, hold down the gas pedal and the brake pedal, and it'll set it into a reset mode where, okay, I get it. Okay, well, gotta shut all this up. So, okay, see? Service oil reset in progress. Just hold it down until it says complete. It says reset complete. All good to go. You didn't have to go into any menus. It should be the same for the RS and Fiesta. They make it super nice and easy. And like I said, just hold down the gas pedal to the floor and brake in, and it'll reset your codes. And then if you do have the COD access port like I do, go into your menus, go into read codes, and then you could reset the ECU, and then it'll clear all the codes, and then you'll be good that way too. But this way is a lot easier. All right, now that we're finished, feels good to get that out of the way. My car really needed it, and it's something you should never overlook, especially on a turbo car. But if you enjoyed today's content and you found something interesting or you learned something, go ahead, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps me out, and I'm still small on YouTube, but I know with your guys' help, you can get me up there. So yeah, like I said, subscribe, and on this channel, we see, hear, and experience mods daily. I always try to bring the best content to you guys of what I can do personally. I never want to do something that's intangible that no one else can do. Like, I want to bring the content all to you guys, what I could do. And yeah, we're gonna keep going and moving forward.